Yeah, hi, Rich.
How you doing?
Am I coming through?
Yeah. Okay. What do you got for me?
All right. So, sorry, no cam. I'm in a female-dominated career path, so having my face in this would be a death sentence.
No
But
problem. I'll keep
love
you
your
in though.
content. Thank you. And
Hmm.
just the concept of betatization through 1,000 concessions, I completely understand. But reversing it or turning it back onto the woman, is that possible? Or would you just say that's maintaining frame?
What do you mean by turning it back onto the woman?
Like using the tactic of betatization through 1,000 concessions, but
Oh, you're
like in
talking about
reverse.
having her sort of simp for you.
Yeah.
Um, Interesting question. Let me contemplate that for a sec. So, do men put women through a process? I guess falling head over and heels in love with a guy might be a similar sort of thing, but I don't think women simp for guys the way that I've seen men do it for women. So the answer to that would be no. It's similar, but it's not the same. Like many things with men and women, there's a lot of similarities, but there's also some pretty significant differences. So you're talking about reversing it. Did you go through this process like over the last year or so with somebody that you're seeing?
Oh, I was in a 7 year on and off relationship with a girl that was just an absolute nightmare.
Okay, so
But I
like
I've
acknowledge
reversed
that
it,
it's a
broke up
process
with.
that you went through.
Uh, well, it was in high school. It was just a bunch of like the standard dorky
Yeah,
stuff, you know.
yeah.
Now I'm
So so yeah, like to your point, it is about maintaining frame. You don't look. There's like a point of no return where it's like, if you're digging a hole, it's actually easier to keep digging to come out the other side. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I think that for most guys, by the time they realize they've gone through betatization through 1,000 concessions, they're at maybe like concession number 963. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's when they reach the realization, like, shit, I just stamped everything yes for the last 2, 3 years. She's gotten used to the fact that I say yes all the time. For most guys, to be honest with you, I mean, if you're at that point, it's easier to start fresh with a new relationship where you can hold frame from the get-go. If you've gone through years of yes, honey, yes, whatever you want, we'll move here, yes, we'll renovate this, yes, we'll go to this event, and you're just yes, 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 you're just stamping everything yes, you're kind of fucked, right? Because it's like, what do you do? Like one day you get up and you go, you know what, I'm going to say no for once. She's going to be like, excuse me. She's going to like, she's not going to take it seriously. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I understand.
Because I
Also,
mean,
I
like, if she sees you as a beta, she's always going to see you as a beta. It's very difficult to go from, the beta mindset, the plugged in guy, to the unplugged alpha sort of thing, with the same chick when she sees you as that. Very difficult. If anybody's ever done it, I'd like to hear about how you did it because I've not seen it.
right. Okay. And I have one more question about if you agree with Rolo on something.
Okay.
So he said something to the effect of, for the guys that understand the red pill and all that stuff, like, cool, you can be friends with them. But
Mhm.
for everyone that isn't, or they fight it more than like just using pure logic. There's just, it's like reading rights to the, or reading last rights to the dying. Are you in agreement of that? You co-sign that?
Okay, so I'm not sure I understand the question. So if somebody's a plugged in beta male,
Yeah,
you
like
want
is it,
to just read them their last rights and just say, that's just who they are?
yeah, like does, like, would you say there's a point where like you really could bring them in, or would you say like it really is just based on what trauma they experience?
You can show them the light, you can hand them a book, you can text them a link to a video that might start the process for them. But, you know, it's like we just talked with what was his name there? DL Saint, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Sometimes you can even shove them in the water, but they still won't drink, right? For most guys, it's the trauma, the chaos in their life that brings them to a point where they start using their rational mind and they stop saying things like, I feel like, and they start using language like, I think. And then they come to the awakening and they unplug from it. And they're like, okay, now I need to go deeper down this rabbit hole to see where it really goes, to see what else is there. So,
Right.
Rolo's got his own, opinions and way of seeing things. And, you know, uh, we're not that different, when it comes to approaches. I've got some different ideas, obviously, and you know, I do what works for me, and what I've seen works, you know, for the thousands of guys that I work with. So as far as trying to unplug people, I don't think it's a good use of your time. It's like, look, you know, you put a light on it, you're like, hey, look, you know, this is a GoPro battery. You know, you can see it's a GoPro battery. It's got all the signs of a GoPro battery. But if you can't see that's a GoPro battery, then just put it down and walk away from it, and then just leave the guy alone, because he's not going to see it. He's going to
Right.
see whatever he wants to see. That's basically what it boils down to, right?
Yeah. And by the way, everyone, Rich is completely right. Once you start hearing the I feel like, it will drive you absolutely up the wall. I work with, it's just me and six other women in my job basically, and I hear I feel like every 30 seconds, and it makes
Yep.
me it's awful.
Yeah.
And
Sorry, guys. Hate to do it to you, but you know, this is just part of the process.
yeah. Also read the
See you,
book.
Zach.
Phenomenal. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. And again, guys, if you've read the book, do me a solid and head over to Amazon and leave a quick review if you haven't gotten it. It's available in print, Kindle, and Audible. And the follow-up to it, where I take you further down the rabbit hole, is going to be out before the end of next year. Hey guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that short clip. If you did, consider supporting the creation of content by checking out my supplement line. Pinned in the top comment below of this video in the comments, there's a link to the unpluggedalpha.com/shop. When you click through, you'll be able to land over here, and the entire lineup is broken down by category that it performs best in: estrogen metabolism, fat burning, your foundational essentials for health, immune health, performance, and testosterone support. If you check out with coupon code ALPHA10, you'll get 10% off on your first order. There's also the option to use the subscribe and save model, where regular shipments will be sent over to you on a regular basis, and that gives you a little bit of a discount, and your supplement facts are always broken down over here. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have an awesome day. And again, check out that link. It's pinned in the top comment below in this video. Peace out.